Das Yiddische Wort. The Yiddish, the Jewish word. Eze milim shehisifu, you added a few words, mashalei hoye b'mechtavi, that was not in my letter. You took the liberty of writing to them about something that I said, but you just added a few words. What are those words? Vehem hamilim, those are the words. A Redakteur von einer jüdischen Zeitung in dem kalte Kanada. An editor of a Jewish newspaper in the cold Canada. In the apathetic Canada. Basically, you scolded the editor by calling all the Jews in Canada apathetic. Vehineni, mispoli al kvoide, I'm really surprised about you. Asheroi terem yoidi shoisik binyoni Talmud Torah. Before I knew that you are involved in Talmud Torah, in learning Torah, teaching Torah, hina oisi yosef heidu olav, I read your articles. This is before the Frierdiker Rebbe really knew better. He says, I would read the newspaper, I guess, that your articles, and I got to know your writing that testify about you. Leilevad al kishrei naksiva, not only your talent for writing, kiim gam al regesh leiv cham. Your articles are demonstrative that you have a warm heart. Vikishrein laharich dover kaviyose, and you have a talent to recognize something for what it is. I mean, that's beautiful compliments. The Rebbe says, I picked up from reading your articles. Asher nosa mokem lezeh, and therefore I am perplexed. I am totally surprised that you could write such words, the cold, the apathetic Canada. You can blame all the Jews in Canada as cold and apathetic. Someone like you, who's so talented, who writes so well, who displays in his writing a warmth, how is it that you wrote such a thing about the Jews of Canada? Next paragraph. And this is connected to what we're learning. Listen to this, David. The idea, the concept of Musar, of Tochacha, it is a complete Torah. It's a complete study, Torah Shlema. And it needs to be dealt with according to the teachings and guidance of Torah. Not psychology and not philosophy, but Torah. We find, before the Torah says the verse, you shall rebuke your friend, it says a verse before that. Sorry. Do not hate your brother in your heart. That's the verse, Shaya, that precedes the verse, scold shall you scold your friend. And there's a verse after the verse, scold shall you scold. Don't carry on him a sin. Says the Rebbe, what's the reason we have the order of these three verses the way they are? Listen to this, David. Hakavana, the intent of the Torah is that before you give Musar, as mishu tzarech hamochiach, asher terem shemechichim as mishu tzarech hamochiach laharkem atz, asher terem shemechichim, before you give Musar, as mishu tzarech hamochiach laharkem ma'atzmai, kol inyu v'dovish yochalos of chaysim shel israkshus. You, the scolder, the Musar sayer, have to remove any and all feelings of emotionalism towards the person who you're scolding. If you have a preconceived idea about that person, your musar is not authentic. It's not genuine. Because you have an axe to grind against the person. That's why the Torah says, first, don't hate your friend in your heart. It's the middle verse is, David, you gotta follow. The middle verse is, scold your friend. The verse before says, don't hate your friend in your heart. It says the Rebbe, you know why it says first don't hate your friend in your heart? Because if you have any hatred whatsoever towards your friend, you are not allowed to give him, the next verse, you're not allowed to give him any musar. Because your musar is not genuine, your musar is hate. You hear that? Powerful. Claim it. And the Rebbe says, I don't mean that externally, superficially, and outwardly it's noticeable that you have an axe to grind. Deep down, inside yourself, is there any iota of ill feeling towards that person? When you see him coming to shul, does your nose go upward, downward, to the right or the left? Which side? And why? You know the famous words of the Kotzker, right? Keep your apam hargu ish. By Shimon Levi, what the brother says, right? Keep with their wrath. They killed their brothers, right? They were angry. Apam also it means anoz. Keep it apam, says the Kotzker, the holy Kotzker. Sometimes just with the movement of the nose, you kill a person. Harguish. You like that word? It's so true. Someone walks through the door there, you're sitting here, you pick up your head, and you go, That's it. That's it. You are in no position of giving that man musar because you went, you moved your shoulders the wrong way, you moved your nose the wrong way. That's what he means. The scolder must not have any feeling of no love, of any type of no love to him, but rather only love to the person. Only then can you give musar. Now listen to this. After you give the musar, you spend your time with someone else. Come sit. You spend your time with someone else. You take the time, you talk, and you talk,